Hello everyone, welcome to my channel where we talk about mangas and sometimes books. As for today's video, you guys already saw me with this outfit before, but I'm on a roll, okay? I have time to sit down and record for you guys. There's no party going on right now, at least it might later throughout the day, so which is why I am doing everything, like all the videos that I can today. Anyways, they're fast videos, so for this one I'm actually really excited and really happy because I'm going to be talking to you guys about all the manga that I read in the month of April. So there's a total of 4 BL mangas, and the rest of the mangas that I read are the Apothecary Diaries. Yes, I ended up rereading the first 2 volumes, and then I had to continue with the series. So I read a total of 6 volumes for the Apothecary Diaries and 4 BL volumes of different series. Of course, there's actually a one shot, and there's the rest are like the first volume of different series. So, without any more further ado, let's get started. I will insert images of the mangas like I always do, but I kind of just want to sit down and talk to you guys about this series. So starting off, I ended up reading the first volume of the second part of Scattering His Virgin Bloom. This is Love Frenzy. This is the first volume of this manga, and I really like this first volume in the second half of the story, and I cannot wait to get to the other volume because this ended up ending in such a cliffhanger, guys. I immediately needed to have the second volume. I wish I could have waited for the second volume to be released. It actually releases this month, which is May. I think even now has already been released, but I have yet to buy it. But yeah, so we continue to follow the romance between Hana and Shinjaku, and this is an Omega verse, and we basically in this volume get to see them interact in their relationship and how that relationship has continued on from the first volume. And they're having issues, guys. They're having issues, especially with the fact that Renjegu doesn't want to bite Hana, and Hana has a lot of insecurities because of that. And there is also miscommunication problems. That was the hangover, not the hangover. That was the cliffhanger at the end of this volume, where there's going to be a miscommunication that is going to cause problems. I just know it, and I cannot wait to read the second volume. I need to buy it first. Next off, I ended up reading a cute, fluffy one shot, and that was My Fluffy Moody Crush. This is the cover. It's so pretty. Again, I will insert images, videos of this manga. And this one was just really wholesome. It was really cute. It was a one shot, so it was like I read it pretty fast. And basically in this one we follow Ko, who is a half werewolf, half vampire, and we follow Itsuki, who is a human. They have been childhood friends, but then something happens that kind of drifts them apart, basically on behalf of Ko, who is the one that ends up breaking this friendship between Itsuki. And then they later reunite, they meet again when they are both adults, and they kind of resolve their issues, and there's a romance that starts to happening, and it was really cute. Again, it was really cute, it was really wholesome. I really recommend this. If you're in the mood to read something fast and cute, read this one. Next off, I read Minato's Laundromat. This is the first volume, and I have to say that I was a bit surprised with this one because I was not expecting the age gap. So if you have read this one, you know that the characters, one of them is a high school student and the other one is a like middle-aged man. I think he's like in his 30s, early 30s. But here's the thing, I'm going to continue reading this series even though the age gap is a bit like but I'm no one I'm not judging, because one of my favorite mangas is Hitorijime, My Hero Hitorijime, which the age gap is also really big, and it's a romance between a student and a professor. So who am I to judge with this one? The thing that I really like is that the older character, whose name is Akira is like, he's like, I'm an adult. I cannot do this with a high school student. So he's like, let's just, if you want to continue coming to the laundromat and like spend time here, that's okay. But we cannot move on from there. We can only have some sort of friendship if that's what you want. But Shintaro, who is the high school student, is like, I know what I want. I'm old enough to know what I want, and I want you. So there's a bit of like pressure between Shintaro, but like I'm glad that Akira is not acting upon the feelings of Shintaro. And like I said, I only read this first volume, so I don't know what's going to happen in the following volumes, but I cannot wait to continue with the story. And I only own up to the third volume, so I'm going to see if I end up liking the story. I might continue with the series. If not, I might just leave it with the 3 volumes that I already own. This top is another cute, wholesome story, and that is Love on the Horizon. This is the first volume, and this is this this is so cute. This was such a cute story. We follow we follow a art university student named Nagi and Ju, who is his next door neighbor, and they develop a friendship that later turns out to be a romantic relationship. It was such a cute story. I really like the art style. It's very simple, but somehow it's so cute. I will show you guys. Let me see. You guys are going to be getting more clips from this manga, but I just have to show you. Look how pretty the art style is. It's like an day-to-day slice of life type of manga where you just follow university students and both of them fall in love, and we follow their day-to-day style and how they become friends, and then they fall in love and become boyfriends. I really like this story. I recommend this one if you're looking for something cute. Again, something cute, something wholesome. I would recommend this one. This is the first volume, and from what I know, there is a second volume, and that's it. There's only 2 volumes to this series, and I have yet to read the second one, but I really enjoyed this first one. Also, look at the cover. It's so pretty. And that was it for the BL manga that I read. And now moving on to the series that took my time and actually made me want to read manga again last month, and that is, let me flip this over, and that is the Apothecary Diaries. This is the first volume, the second volume, the third volume, the fourth one. I really like this cover. The fifth one, and the last one that I read was the 6th volume, and I really like this story. If you don't know what the Apothecary Diaries is about, we basically follow our main character, whose name is Mao. Mao is an apothecary. She has been living with her father from the beginning of the story, and we learned as the story sorry, we learned that as the story goes on, she her father is like an apothecary himself, and she has learned everything she knows about this like job from him. But Mao has a thing. She likes to learn about poisons, and she likes to experiment on herself. and and yeah, that's Mao. She's quite interesting, and she likes to solve puzzles and mysteries. And that's where our story begins, because Mao has been taken into the palace where certain mysteries are going to start developing as the story goes on, and Mao is the one who's going to be in charge of discovering the truth behind all of these stories. And we also have, I call her Mao because I think it's cute, but her real name is Mao Mao. But we also have our male character, whose name is Jinshi, which is this guy, and he's basically the one in charge of like the concubines and their like employees and all of that. So he's in charge of, basically he's the boss of Mao. And there's a bit like, I think there's going to be a bit of romance development between both of them, and I cannot wait because I really like Jinshi. I really like the fact that Mao is like doesn't fall for his like charisma and like handsomeness. I really like that, and I really like how Jinshi is like trying to get Mao to notice him and to like fall for his charms. Like they are both opposites of one another, and I really cannot wait to continue with this story, especially because I decided to look through the other volumes, and it turns out something very horrific is about to happen to Mao, and it's the reason why I decided to buy the rest of the mangas so fast, because I knew that if I continued to read to the volume 7 and 8, I had to get the rest. I had to get the rest of the mangas, because that's as far as I owned. When I started rereading this manga again, I only had up to volume 7, and I saw what was going to happen, and it's like, I need the rest of the volumes, and that's why I ended up getting the rest. This is another of my favorite covers, and yeah, I will talk more about the Apothecary Diaries soon. Let me know down in the comments below if you have read the Apothecary Diaries, or if you have, or if you are interested in it. I really recommend it. It's really entertaining. The mysteries are actually quite interesting, and I really like the fact that they don't get dragged out too bad, where where there's a point where you're just like bored. You're like, what is happening? I feel like the pacing of the mysteries is well done, and I really enjoyed this series, and I cannot wait to continue with it now that I own probably all of the volumes that are currently out. Bad for my wallet, but I couldn't help it. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you all on the next one. Make sure to drink lots of water and take care, and I will see you all later. Bye bye.